Hello everyone, welcome to Inner Lately. I am your host, Beth Lynch, intuitive consultant and medium, and we are here every other Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Ladies' Night at FingerLakes1.tv. We are after the Lake to Lake Girls. So Tiffany is here with us still, helping us get this show out there. My little chewy, Christine Legat. For those of you who don't watch Chelsea lately, is my sidekick. We are back to school, so that is our theme tonight, and we are going to be taking questions from, I tell them, the parents, get the kids, get them to listen to this. It is archived, so for anyone who isn't going to be able to listen to it live, but to call in, and, you know, you can also, how can they get their questions in? They can put them on Facebook on the, what, your page? Inner Lately page. Like us on Facebook, Inner Lately. And they will read the questions to me. So if you want to be completely confidential, but we are going to be talking about confidence, concentration, studying habits, self-confidence, a little bit on bullying maybe for some of the kids that maybe have to, fear from what they left last year. Hopefully we can get that fear away. We'll do some meditation. I think that would be a good idea. But we are here every other Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Go over to my website for more on services and classes, and that is innerlightteaching.com. And also connect to the Inner You website, which is where I do my services now in classes, and I've been there for over a year, and that is inneryou444.com. And you'll see more on the classes and services. Megan has been running for her facials, kind of a back to school, helping the kids feel good about their school, their complexion. We are Inner You, healing begins within, so our meditation and our classes on things like that are very helpful, but also the skin. It's the kids are nervous, how they look, how they feel. So everything is inner and outer, and we really have some really nice packages over there to help the kids get there. Christine, I know you're there. You do the Mendy and meditation as well as readings, and the Mendy and meditation is very helpful for, what would you say, bonding, raising. It's the tattooing. It's the temporary, right?
Yeah. Mendy, the actual henna powder is very relaxing and cooling on the system. So it's another form of meditation, and it relaxes the person that I'm working on. And also when I'm doing like a mother and daughter tattoo, it brings out the conversation as well while they're sitting there getting the design. But overall, it's not just receiving a temporary tattoo. It's more about the properties that the henna has. And like I said, it's very relaxing and cooling on the system, and it's another form of meditation. And so it's been great for the kids and adults. So.
And they can do that even on their own. You also do it, I know, for like some of the cheer squads.
Oh, yes. I've had a lot of cheerleading squads, and I've actually worked with Girl Scout troops, and, but a lot of kids are taking to it. And actually, I've been doing very well with private parties. The parents love it. You wouldn't know there were 20 kids in the room.
Sleepovers.
Yeah, sleepovers. That's right. Yeah, but it's been a wonderful experience for me. I've been practicing it for over 20 years, and but throughout the years, I realized, wow, these kids are taking to it, and they're relaxed as they're getting it. Other kids that are watching are sitting there relaxed. So. There you go.
Raising the vibration. And keep this in mind. Christine is available at Inner You, but also for private work and parties, and your number is on the website.
Yes,
that's the easiest way. And Facebook, you're on Facebook.
It's on Facebook, and they can also find me, find my group, Mendy and Meditation. It's right on Facebook.
Check that out, everyone.
Yep.
And speaking of fundraisers, and you also volunteer your time at your Mendy and your readings too.
Yes.
And what a beautiful time for little Gigi.
Can I show this?
Yes. So can we show the paper?
Yeah.
It was a great turnout. We did yoga.
We had
at
a
9
wonderful turnout. I don't know if you can see this newspaper clipping. Can you put? If anybody saw that in the Sunday Times.
Wellness Day draws healthy crowd down at Om Yoga in Geneva. It was a great day. I know you touched a lot of people.
It was wonderful.
You had bead making, and
yes,
you were
we had
doing
a bead booth for the kids.
My ohm and my lotus
yes,
flower.
I did henna. I don't know if you can see that ohm on my hand, but I did the ohm symbol in henna for everyone, and we had Beth did meditation, Evangeline guided us in yoga, and we all took it to the streets. We were right on Castle Street. They blocked it off. It was an amazing.
Wasn't it interesting how it poured rain about 8:30?
It was pouring rain right up until 15 minutes, and then
Mm-hmm.
the sun came out as we were doing the yoga, and it was a wonderful spiritual event, and the energy was just amazing.
And all was sent to Gigi and her family for healing. So we're keeping them in our prayers and thoughts. And they do have a Facebook page, I believe.
They do have a Facebook page. It's in honor of Gianna Roberts.
Gianna Roberts.
And they do have T-shirts for sale that were for sale at the Wellness Fair. And then you could also go to their website on Facebook, Gianna Roberts' Facebook page, and you could also purchase a T-shirt if you were not able to make it at the Wellness Fair.
And speaking of the T-shirt, Christine did design it. You also did Miles for Max way back.
I did.
When we had,
I did for a little,
Max.
for Maxwell Harris, who was another child in our community that was stricken with a brain tumor, but he is a survivor. And actually, while we're talking about it, September is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So it's kind of appropriate that we had the Wellness Fair during this month for baby Gigi, who just actually turned 1. So, but it was an amazing experience, and it's wonderful to see the community coming together to support others.
If you have a shout out here at Inner Lately, we will always put it out there, but you got to get it to us, and Christine will put it out there for you, and we'll help you get your people aware of your benefit, your charity. If you want to be a guest on Inner Lately, you should email us at innerlately@gmail.com or Facebook message, and we'll get you out. We'll get you on the show. We'd love to help you out with your causes, but we can't do it without you. And one more thing on the facial that Megan is offering this month, and it's Reverse the Hands of Time anti-aging rejuvenation treatments. It's a 90-day acne challenge as well. Put your best face forward. I love that. Feel good about yourself inside and out. Mention students and mention Inner Lately. You will get a 10% discount, and I know Miss Tiff is going to be checking her out. So she may have more to say on that. I've gotten facials with Megan for over 10 years, and I always used to tell her, it's a spiritual experience when you get a facial with you. You can feel how she loves what she does. And we also have acupuncture and massage there with Bernadette, so please check out the Inner You website. And so we're going to get on to our theme this evening, kids. School, back to school. Wow, this can bring, I know there's some kids very excited about going back to school. I know there's some kids a little terrified, some residue of, being bullied or just not feeling confident with themselves and who they are. And, one thing, and I've done a lot of channeling with young adults and kids who have crossed over, and some of them due to just anxiety-filled, suicide, taking their own life, and the things that they've shared with me and how they've helped their parents and siblings and friends understand their state of mind. And I know we had Kate McHugh on one of our first episodes, if not our first episode, and she talked a lot about bullying. And, she's in college, and she was talking about the scars, So we've all felt it. I know I was bullied once. They wanted a necklace I had on, and I was terrified to walk out after school. And that day, I'll never forget it. I was only like 13. I made it myself. And I'll never forget how scared I was. But, we want to help. If we understand energy, we understand what's going on here. And whether I get into bullying a little bit more right now, and then we can definitely answer any questions on it. Or I'm always available if if your child has a question on it, you can email me confidentially, call me. I will gladly, speak with them or give them some words of hopefully guidance and light to help them through. But, there's a whole energy exchange with that. And when we feel good about who we are, and we, and I'm not saying kids who are bullied don't feel good about who they are, but magnetics, the law of attraction, people will pick on people who don't feel like strong within. So you can get that strength, getting to know who you are truly, no matter how old you are. as a spiritual and a human being, this is so important. And you'll hear this again and again on Inner Lately. And energy knows no time. So your age does not matter. And children, when they meditate, they are amazing to watch them go right into it, because it is natural, and that's what they need to know. They need to go into themselves. They need to, deal with the fears, the stressors of what this can bring on. And whether it's bullying or self-confidence or not comprehending and not feeling, maybe as the smartest one in the class. I know I wasn't the smartest one in the class. I was the farthest thing from it. And I remember feeling, bad about that. Or, I would read something 20 times and I would know what it said, and sorry, Mom, but you didn't understand when I told you that. She looks down now. She understands, I'm sure. But it was hard. And so I feel I can relate on some level. But I think, it's so important for the kids to be able to feel comfortable to themselves and feel happy going into that day of school. Maybe we should have had this show last week. So if anybody has any questions and they want to Facebook it in, just please feel free to do so. I'm going to talk about the Silent Circle. And the Silent Circle is on the website. And it's a meditation. Meditation, people really, they have a hard time understanding what meditation is. There's many forms. You can be very conscious in meditation. And the Silent Circle is under the meditation corner. And it says kids meditation, but I really feel I should change it for all ages meditation, and because I feel there's many parents and young teens and young adults that benefit from it. And it just kind of starts out, imagine a place you can go and do anything you want. And you can be in this place and think of your feelings, think of your sadness, think of your anger, but you can also transform that into a more positive experience. And it can be done. And, maybe we'll do the Silent Circle in a little bit. I think that might be nice. But a pen and paper is really easy to do. If you want to do it, make it tangible. I tell a lot of parents, get a sketchbook and a box of crayons, very much like the timeout, and keep it separate so they can do their Silent Circle. And, you can help them understand their feelings and thoughts. And you write out these words that are, what I would call low-frequency words, but something that made them sad, angry, confused, and they put them outside this little circle that they draw around themselves, and it really does work. But you can print it out. It's on the website innerlightteaching.com, and go there and send me any questions. Let's begin with a meditation. Let's do a little meditation right now. Who's ever listening, get adjusted comfortably and close your eyes if you can, safely, comfortably, and just start taking a couple slow, deep breaths. And I'll give you a minute with the breath so you can get the kids, if they're in the other room, come here, try this, get over here. Let them lay their head down on your shoulder or your lap and just take a moment to bond together. Just follow the breath up through your nose and count silently to 4 as you inhale and 6 as you exhale. And just allow for a couple breaths. You're inhaling to 4 and exhaling to 6. And you're just going to allow your breath to become more natural and more comfortable. If you want to increase that inhale to 6 and that exhale to 8, take it in a little bit deeper. And now just follow through the body. Relax around the eyes. Relax the temples. Deep breath in as you flow through the cheekbones, the jawline, even into your throat. Take a nice deep breath. And relax the throat. Come out into your shoulders and flow down into your arms, into your hands, into your fingertips, into your fingerprints. Just tune into the lines of the fingerprints. Maybe see them, feel, or just know that they're softening. They're blurring. They're relaxing. Deep breath in. Coming back to your shoulders, just exhale straight down through your torso and legs. Go right out through the soles of your feet. And just be aware of your feelings right now, how slow your thoughts have come. Deep breath in. Now's a good time to send a thought of strength out. I am strong. I am happy. I am grateful. I am. Deep breath in. And just bring your awareness back to your breath and how you feel, how slow your thoughts have gotten. Go around your shoulders and your eyes, even your lower belly, areas where we really tighten, and just be aware. And something that simple can actually help. Well, I've read the article in Science and Spirituality magazine, or it might be the other reversed way. IQs went up 75% in 3 inner city schools when they did 3 to 5 minutes of something like that, very much like that, if not it, in 2 weeks. That is an amazing percentage, and it helps you. It's great for before you do homework. It's great for if you're at school and say you're just feeling frustrated. You go in and you do your breath, the 4 in, 6 out 4 times. Keep it simple. Go 6 in, 8 in, out 4 times. 6 in, 8 out 4 times. These breath techniques are all on my website too. So you can print them out, write them down, practice them is the best way. These are simple techniques. They're not a long meditation, and it will raise your frequency. It clears you. And it starts to allow you to go in. And, you go in there. And that is a feeling that we can't give anyone, but we can create. And I know you teach and guide meditation as well, Christine. So we are creating a certain vibration, that sense of calm. And, for lack of a better word, it works. Mm-hmm. When you do full sessions, it's very powerful to see what can transpire. I notice a lot of times the young people who are brought in with the parent, they don't want to look me in the eye when they first get there. And then I kind of laugh and I'll say, well, I don't want to know what you did last weekend. And then they laugh. And then, when they go through the relaxation period, and then they, I guide them into that little inner space and just let them kind of go through it. And you get certain messages in there, and that's called the inner light healing. And then when you bring it out and you start talking to them, first thing before you even start sharing things with them, they're looking you in the eye. And I point that out to them every time. I say, did you notice you couldn't look me in the eye when you came in, and now? And how do you feel? Mm-hmm. Calm, lighter. Mm-hmm. I love lighter. Mm-hmm. Because you lift in frequency when you meditate. Everything is vibration. That good old law of attraction that we talk about on Inner lately? You bend that law all you want. You're not breaking it. Your thoughts plus your emotional responses equal the conditions around you and what you're bringing to you, drawing, pushing away, or holding still. Why are not things happening the way you want? You must understand the power of the inner, the higher self, the relationship you have with your source, your true divine nature. Divine nature is your natural nature. And whether you want to use traditional prayer, meditation, creativity, expression, we have to express. Look around when you go into the hallways. Every single one of you are there to express who you are. And you shouldn't have to walk around feeling you can't or afraid to. I think the saddest thing I hear is someone who's afraid to go to school. And not everybody can homeschool. Sometimes I think maybe people won't like me saying this, but sometimes I think teachers will get together and they'll start doing homeschooling. They're losing jobs, they're being laid off. And if they're, there's always plenty of kids for the schools, but they're, something to think about. It's kind of, I almost see it happening. And I know there's people who have their small homeschool communities now. And, but you imagine having a nice little area and you get 5 or 6 kids and you get a nice qualified teacher to come over, and then you don't have to worry if you don't feel comfortable teaching your own child. Or I don't know. I can't see that not being the way of the future. And some, our children should not be afraid to go to school. Right. And that does have to stop. And if we, pay attention to what they need, pay attention to what they're saying, when they come home, how was your day? Make sure you stay connected to your child emotionally on that. Even when we're tired, and even, I point out to my son, if I say, well, how was your day? I always say, how was your day? Yeah. And he usually he tells me, and, but I'll say, well, you can ask me now.
Yeah.
Oh, how was your day, Mom?
Right.
So unless we teach them to be aware, to care about, how are they going to know?
Right.
I'm not a perfect parent, but I do know that paying attention to certain things.
Right.
Look in their eyes when they come home. Do they look sad? Do they look excited for what they learned?
You know what I like to ask my kids? Instead of, how was your day? Because usually the response is, good.
All right,
fine.
Yeah, tell me what you use.
What I do is I ask, what was the best part of your day?
Ooh, I like that.
And then you get conversation, because now they got to think. And they can't just say, fine, good. They have to talk to you. And then they have to think about what was the best part of their day.
So what was the best part of your day?
And then what was the worst part of your day?
Yeah,
what was the
always
worst part?
that. Yeah, I agree. Or was there anything that was hard for you to go through?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the let go, let in, which I give a lot of parents to do. And this is something else that they could jot this down. And it's always send me an email and I'll write it out for them. Similar to the silent circle, but maybe a little bit of an older flair to it as you take it out. You get a notebook or a journal or diary or something. They even use that word anymore, diary. I don't know if they do.
I still keep a diary.
Do you?
Now I keep a diary, a journal, and also this day and age, they do a lot of blogging. Kids, not so much kids.
Well,
but blogging
is
there
like for everybody to see, or
well,
is that,
you can make them private, and
okay.
But one thing I teach in my lessons or private sessions and whatnot is to keep a journal, but not just write bad things or let's keep a happy journal.
Yeah,
what made you
Gratitude
smile
journal.
today? Yeah.
Yeah. Let go, let in. Very similar. Let you take. I like to keep it separate. So 2 notebooks.
Right.
And the one is let go, and write that on the cover.
Sure.
And everything about your day you want to let go of, you can jot in there. And some of you may write more of a paragraph. Some may make a list. It may be one thing. It may be 10 things. And then after you let go, you write what you want to write. You close it and put your hand on there. Take a deep breath and say thank you.
Yeah.
Then go to your let in
and
write in something you're grateful about.
Perfect.
Or a story or whatever you want. You can draw. You can use an art journal. And then what you're letting in, you do the same thing. Just close your eyes and smile and say thank you. And you've learned how to separate the thoughts of the high frequency, low frequency, or what we would call is negative, positive. All negative is negative light. But when you go to bed, you do repeat yourself, and your thoughts repeat. And you usually will run through what made you upset.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can see that the same thing could be doing it. And this can help you in your first boyfriend-girlfriend experience to a marriage of 50 years. Hey, let go, let in. Clear the energy patterns. Ooh, that looks funny on stage. It's weird to see that. My hands really are not that big, you guys.
It's like the Seinfeld episode with the man.
Oh my gosh!
The big hand. Sorry.
So anyways,
squish your head.
I lost my train of thought. Let go, let in. Yeah, right. But they're doing commercials with that now, and they're I can't remember what phone it is or so. Oh, that new phone that y'all. Oh, we need a new phone. We got to keep up with the Joneses, everybody. Yeah. My Samsung 3 is ancient now, I guess. But yeah, and that's another thing. There's all that pressure of your whatever it is you're using, and don't let it be a pressure. Just take a deep breath and be who you want to be. Maybe let's get a mantra for that. Today I am I love who I am. Today, I love
am
who
me.
I am. The I am has a high frequency to it, and it charges you up, and it's very powerful. And it runs in the solar plexus center and the heart. So today, I love who I am. And use that, you guys. Listen to it. Write it down. And even using I am, and repeating that silently. That's a very powerful mantra, and it raises vibration, and it will help you. So you got the let go, let in. You got the silent circle. Anything creative, expression, music, art. Oh, my gosh, anything. Get into drama classes. You want more drama. I love, what's Pam Raposa, I Love You, of Guys and Dolls. She's on Facebook, too.
Yes.
And she got a lot of awards for that show. There was some big to-do about it. She's probably going, oh, my God, Beth's talking about me. And but she has, she puts on these great productions. And I don't know who else is affiliated with her, but I do know.
And gets the whole community involved, children and adults.
And they sing. I went to Seussical.
Oh, the Dr. Seuss,
that one.
I went to Greece. Greece was amazing.
I wish I went to Guys and Dolls. I'm very mad I missed that. It always seems like I got something going, like I'm out of town or something. But, get your kids in drama. That is awesome. They get on there and express. There's a part of them that comes out you didn't know they had.
Well, what's funny? I don't know if Racer is into this, but the kids these days, they're making videos on Vine. They're like these little, they're 6-second videos. You have to see my son, Jacob. I know, but they are so creative. Yes, you have to, and I'll have to give you Jake's Vine, my son's Vine, and all the kids. And when you see them all with their phone and they're doing these silly things, they're making a Vine video, and it's just really neat. I'm
gonna make a Vine meditation video.
There you go. You got to do it in 6 seconds because that's that's
deep
right.
Breath.
Yeah, deep breath in, deep breath out.
Let it go. Now let it in.
But it's really neat though to see the kids getting involved in something like that and using creativity, and they're kind of one-upping each other with a better video. But there's creative expression rather than the phones are also used for the bullying and
it's got to stop. If you feel your child is a bullied kid or bullier, be the bully. Address the bully. Bullies are sadder inside.
Right.
Than sometimes the ones being bullied. That's what I teach when
They're
I work
not
with it
happy
in my
with
sessions.
themselves.
If you're bullied, that person is sadder and more angry than you. And we don't know what goes on behind their door. So use some visualization of putting like a smile, standing smile to smile. Yeah. Obviously if you walk up to them and do that, they may not take to it right away. But if you start putting the energy out first, you'll be surprised.
Well, I told you what I told the Girl Scout troop. I said, if you're ever being bullied, just smile and imagine them just a big old bobblehead.
Yeah,
they
the bobblehead.
Love it. The big old bobblehead. They
on the
love
shelf
that idea.
Every time. Makes you laugh.
Hey, I use it too.
Makes you laugh.
Yeah.
I use the bobblehead.
Yeah.
It makes you laugh, and that raises frequency, and that helps you cope with the emotions or repeating why or I can't or somebody help me, and reach out. Encourage your children to reach out if they're bullied, and but definitely doing some energy homework. Visualize smiling at your bully, telling them, look at them and tell them it's okay to be happy. Do that little exercise. I would like to see if we get any feedback on that, to see if it can help. And I would do anything I can. I would have them on the show. The bullied and the bullier. The bully and the bullied. Yeah. And let's talk it out.
That's a good idea.
Let's talk it out. You got guts, bullies? Come on. Inner Lately's calling you up.
And guess what?
Or stop and think about it before.
I call who's going to decline. The bully's going to decline coming on the show. But the bully, the one that's being bullied will probably be open arms to this.
We're going to keep our hearts open to that and our show open to that as school gets going, and pray for peace in our schools as things start up. Is anybody writing in with any questions? Did you have something, Chris?
I have one. It's not so much school related, but I have 3 sisters who are missing their mother, who's in spirit world, and this question is from Allison, Claudia, and Lydia, and they are 3 sisters who have their mother in spirit world. Today is a meaningful day for them. And
she's handing them a candle.
A candle.
Is there a birth in the family? Has there been a new baby that's come in? I feel like she's addressing the new baby.
There's going to be, that one of them is going to be a grandmother.
All right. Well,
First
that's
time.
to help them know now that Grandma is watching her great-grandchild come in. I don't know if it's her first, but is it a boy? Do you know?
Yes.
I saw baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, she's listening.
Yeah.
So you sisters, you must be listening. So let's see what else Mom might be able to pull in. The letter F is coming in, and I don't know if that connects to her name or a last name, and you don't have to say that because they may not want their name on. But I do feel that. And I do feel that there's a lot of something with, I don't know if there's a boat or someone who had the boat, maybe if that's Dad or Grandpa or something, or that's who she's standing next to, or if she's addressing someone living, but a little show the boat and show the boat. And I also feel there's a gentleman saluting next to her. So he would have been definitely in the armed forces and definitely proud of it. There's a lot of people who just wouldn't bring in that they were in it, but someone who would salute would do that. And they show that, it's something in the service. This definitely shows a sign of respect about service. And also Anna, I'm hearing the name Anna. So I don't know if that's a middle name, first name.
I know that that's one of their friends' daughter's name, but she's on this earth still.
The friend's daughter's
there is
name.
An Anna.
So was this woman connected to that?
Yes, very much so. And in fact, Anna's mother usually tries to call in or get in, and she can never get in time.
All right, well, that's why she's saying it. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at that. All right, what else am I hearing? I'm hearing the name Bob or Robert, so I don't know if that connects into that family or not. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm asking.
She says to quit thinking of her in the bandana. Did she lose her hair and have to wear a bandana?
She may have towards the end.
Was there cancer?
I believe so. Yes, I'll ask. I believe so.
Yeah, I feel like there's the focus on bandana and don't picture her like that anymore. Now the only thing I could say is there could be someone next to her. And I feel like there's a Jimmy sitting right down in the room with us. Oh, that could be your friend.
Yes.
I feel like he's sitting right here. There's a Jimmy sitting if he could say, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Well, hi. I only know from
Jimbo,
Christine
what's
that
up?
you lost a good friend, Jimmy.
Does Jimbo have anything to say to his best friend, Nick? He misses his phone calls
Tell
every
him he
day.
misses his meatballs.
He misses his meatballs. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's given heaven a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
And he says, it's not really that far away.
That's funny. I'm going to share with you
tell
when
him
I get
got
home.
your back. He says, tell him I got his back, brother. I got his back.
Wow. Yeah,
and not to be so defensive, he said to tell him.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, watch where he's defensive about something.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
What were you going to share?
You said thumbs up, and it's funny. Nick just found a picture of him doing a thumbs up. So
oh, well.
There you go.
You love. They always, Spirit World knows what to say.
Yeah.
And kids, that's something else I wanted to talk about. Kids are very, I get on the website, I have Seeing Spirit, an article, because I was getting so many emails about my kids seeing this, my child seeing this from all ages, 2 to 3 to, and to, 16-year-olds terrified that, there's someone standing, at the foot of the bed. And so the veils are very thin, and the spirit world, again, kind of like Jimbo just said, isn't as far away as we think. And it's consciousness. So they're always trying to show us, the power of eternal life and the power that, we're wired to heal. We're wired to understand that they are with us, and we need to accept that. Whether we want to do it traditionally or we want to do it, more metaphysically or through channeling, and there's so many ways. Everybody gets their signs. But in the article, it talks about, understanding that this is natural, and to just take a deep breath, and if they make you uncomfortable, you do have, they're not offended if you say, look, I'm a little scared, but just if you're going to come, they can approach you gently. Or it's an understanding. They respect what you feel. They don't know if you don't share it with them. And 9 times out of 10, it is a loved one or a family member that, crossed, whether it's a grandparent or, there's all different titles. But sometimes you get the ones that are more attached to the environment or the building or the home or the land. So, you can even tell them a little more firmly that, we don't know if they're in the light. A lot of times there is that in-between thing, and I get a lot of questions on that. And so you can say, go to the light. Go to the light, and you'll be fine, and kind of direct them. So don't hesitate to have conversation with them. Welcome to my world. How you doing over there? You got any questions, Miss Tiff? Anything coming in on your end?
Not as of yet. I'm kind of getting a little something. I'm working something out of somebody right now.
Oh, okay.
But I might have something for you shortly.
In other words, she's trying to force someone to ask a question.
No, this is trying to open up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, why don't you talk about that? How do you get someone to open up?
How
do you get something open up and being willing to be open to
this?
To this, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Isn't
We
that
better
toughie?
start the show over.
That's
We
a
got an
toughie,
hour.
right?
No. Actually, I think understanding it first and foremost, which is the most important. When you understand that it is a natural communication, those in spirit are just no longer physical. They are in their true spiritual nature. And we all have that nature, even here on earth. And I love the words, on earth as it is in heaven. Seeing on earth as it is in heaven through our eyes, our spirit eyes now. And this is what the communication is about. And this is what understanding our own true divine nature brings us to. And then we are creative, we are expressing. And this is emotional. And this is why a lot of people, or if they feel it crosses a border of their a religious belief system or a traditional belief system, it's kind of like their hair will stand up. And it's not about proving it. And I think that's one thing. If people connect and just go into the understanding that they are more than just a human being, this will help them. And that's getting them to that place. Well, meditation helps, but it is you intuitively could just send, divine potential. That raises a person to a higher potential as a spiritual being and not just a human being. What are you doing?
I just heard from Eileen, who we mentioned and thought that was connection, and then you got a spirit, Robert. That was her father. That's her father, and he was in the Navy. So you saw boats, and
thank you,
there
Eileen,
you go.
for
so
sending
Eileen,
that back.
if you are listening, call in right now.
And he's going to talk regardless. And I don't know who had blue eyes, if he did, but I feel these blue eyes looking at me right now. And like I said, they're brown-eyed people. They just don't send their eyes.
Yeah,
Blue-eyed people send their eyes for
That's
some.
pretty neat.
Yeah, they stood out. Their eyes stood out or something. But obviously, that is his way of saying, "I'm here and it's okay." And he does tell her not to carry the weight of the world on her shoulders. And he shows me the globe like coming off of her shoulders. Let it go. She has to let some things go, and he's not dead. She says he needs he needs her to know to quit thinking that I'm gone. Know that I'm with you and I'm beside her. And tell her the chair, and he's laughing. So I don't know if she's sitting in the chair, in a funny chair, or his chair, or some story about the chair. But he really did want to laugh during that. And I don't know if he cracked his knuckles all the time or she does, but he's showing me that right now. And everything is with a smile on his face.
I'm asking.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I love when they come. Oh, God. They really just want us to be happy. They want us to understand the power of
I
where
almost
they are.
Find that sometimes it's a little hazy when they start giving you messages, and then once they realize that that person is caught on, it just flows.
They relax.
And then they're like, "Tell them this, tell them that, tell them that."
Yeah,
and
it opens up the gates. It opens it up.
Yeah, it
and
does.
The doubt and the fear, or I don't know, or the prove, it creates like a fog.
Yeah.
And once they feel them, like you said, you can tell when you got somebody who's they just like, oh my God. It's the Niagara Falls. They just give so much information. It's like streaming long before streaming was streaming.
Yeah.
And, it's like, I know, I get it. It's hard for some people to get it. And I just never didn't get it. I always got it, so but yet I can understand. And you just want that for everybody. I know when I do a session, I feel sad when people are like, no, no, no. And I understand that they're saying no. But their no's all turn to yeses.
Yes, yeah. Like that one lady you had.
It's not about proving it.
You saw her dancing with her husband. She's like, well, yeah, we danced. Well, okay, you danced.
But not everybody did.
It. Yeah.
And some of them like to show they owe you that dance because you didn't. And you wish you sit there wishing, or mad at him your whole time that you never did dance.
Yeah.
He wants to give you that dance. Yeah, I've seen him pretty humbling things from up there. And when you get that love in a room, that's what I think saddens me, when people don't want to get the feeling of the love.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do. And some of them didn't show love down here. And they're stepping up front and center, and they're going to show you that they see that in their way.
I had a woman whose father came to her in open arms, and she said, he never hugged me here on earth. I said, well, he's hugging you in heaven now. And
he
maybe
knew
those
what to
are
bring.
things.
It was probably the hug she wanted,
and
needed her life, and from childhood probably. That doesn't just start usually as adults, even though. And I don't know if they got his pin, that Robert guy. If there's a pin,
a pin.
Is the person you're trying to talk to, is their grandfather in spirit?
Is
no.
There's is your grandfather in spirit?
One of them is.
Oh, that might be what we're getting then, because I'm looking at you feeling grandfather. Is there a Rhoda?
A Rhoda?
Yeah.
Is that a name?
Yeah, Rhoda.
A Rhoda.
Rhoda. I'm hearing that name. Anyone listening, if you have a Rhoda in spirit, you should call in.
But I do have that question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. It says, I've been hurt so many times. How do I open myself up again? I met a really great guy, and I really like him, but I can't seem to let it happen.
But she's walking front and center into the fear of being hurt. But when you truly know the power of your own heart and the understanding of the divine nature of the heart, you don't fear being hurt. It is that cliche. It's better to have loved and been hurt than never to have loved at all. And there's a lot of meaning in that. But she's got to first heal the hurt. And she tell her to ask. Whether it's a he or she, it doesn't matter. Give her a color and what color comes up, and have them bring that back to me.
Okay.
What color, when they think of their hurt, shows itself?
Okay.
Color can really help us read into the chakras and the energy doorways where these low frequency emotions are, which sadness or fear and hurt will store. And if she or he moves through that, and it's not about analyzing it. It's the power and spiritual understanding of your healing in your energy body is it will do what you tell it to. So you have to clearly make your mind up. You want to truly be free of hurt. There's her mantra. I choose to be free of hurt. Past, present, and future. Anyone, grab that. And just, say it all the time. Say it daily. Deep breath with it. Smile when you say it. I choose to be free of the energy of hurt, past, present, and future. And start letting it move for her. And divine communication would be a nice mantra in thinking about this relationship, because she might be, or he might be losing this person, or feel they are. I mean, when you walk front and center in a relationship afraid of being hurt, or afraid of being cheated on, or afraid of being, lied to, you're creating the circumstances for that to happen. Because you're either going to draw somebody that will, or you're going to miss the ones that won't.
It's like you're manifesting.
You're not
those
even.
thoughts.
You're a magnetic being, so you're magnetic. You're going to draw it.
And you're just manifesting those thoughts when you could be manifesting something positive.
Change it into those positive thoughts and watch it shift. Watch it move. Did they answer?
Like a red orange.
That's the root chakra in the inner child area, right at the base of the spine and the lower belly. And
sexuality.
They need to come to meditation.
Yeah.
Sanctuaries every fourth Tuesday. It's a free evening of healing and meditation. And it would be, but the meditations are on the website too. I mean, they need to do that. Meditation corner.
Or they need
just
to
listen to
come
one.
For a private session as well.
Oh,
we do
that's
private inner light healings.
where those chakras would get read. and understood a little bit more.
And in my healings, I do use that exercise. I have them give a feeling, a color, and it's a great way to find out what actually needs some flowing and work.
I mean, do they need that? No.
No.
Can it be helpful? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And so, whatever level they want to do it on, but it can give you, a little more understanding.
Insight,
and because sometimes you're just energizing your fear when you're going
Right.
over it and over it
Yeah.
and over it and over it, and you're energizing the low frequency
And
as
we need-
opposed to, I choose to be free from the energy of hurt, past, present, and future. I open to the divine expression and communication of love.
Yeah.
Divine love, everything divine, because it's all about, where's our shirts? The divine in us.
All about the divine.
All about the divine in me,
yes.
available at Inner You.
Yeah.
Because it is an affirmation. I've told people it's all about the divine in you. You've got to know the divinity. Divinity is a high frequency. It's the highest expression of who you are as a spiritual and a human being. Don't be afraid of it. And we can't numb it. We can't numb it. We need a place. I'm going to encourage the silent circle for a minute. Why do we need to go to our silent circle or silent center? We need a place to be alone with our thoughts and feelings, a quiet time to cry, feel anger, to dream about what we want. And all of these are important to do. And the silent circle meditation is perfect for that. And so print it out for your kids or go to it on the website and just read it and, give them an opportunity to find that space. Their emotions are important no matter how old. For goodness sake, a baby has emotion and responds, to us if we're frazzled. Why is, the baby cries when
They
you're
sense
frazzled. I
it.
mean, we know these
Sure.
things. So all ages. Did anything come back over there, Tiff? I didn't know if you
Not
had
yet.
some. Okay. Did you have any other questions over there? Did anyone else?
Well, actually, I had another question from someone, and I believe you talked about this earlier on your show about seeing certain numbers, like 1111. I think you touched base. They see 911, 911 in the morning, 911 at night. Now, does that mean they should be watching out? I associate 911 with 9/11.
Yeah.
But what do you
when
get?
is our next show? Is it that night? Is that 9/11?
Is our next show on 9/11? Okay,
Oh,
so
is
we'll skip
So
that
with 9/11 coming up,
Yeah,
maybe we
but
should focus
that new number.
positive.
I know for myself that was. 911. I think took us all for a loop.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
It was a very low frequency time for.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not feeling that something she has to be afraid of, but
That's what
I
I
would
was
be
thinking.
curious to know if that happened after the fact.
It's been for the past 6 months. They catch 911, and when they asked me personally what that meant, I felt it meant a time for change.
I was feeling transformation. That was the word,
yeah.
and that's transformation.
Yeah,
And
so-
our world transformed in that moment.
That day, yeah,
on
sure.
9/11, and
Sure.
9/11, 9 and 1 is 10, and another one is 1. So here you are at another 11.
Yeah.
And the 11/11 is a shift in consciousness where we never can really look back and look at things.
Yeah.
We don't have to go back there. We can move into higher vibrational ways of thinking. And 9/11 forced a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side of it where people don't know how to rise above. But when we're connected to our true divine nature, which could be the symbolism too, we can heal anything. I've seen many parents heal the loss of a child, which is probably the most painful. It's a tear in your fabric that's never you can't sew it back together like original, kind of way. That's the way I'm seeing it in my head. And but there's many passings that can be very painful. So that's not to diminish the other ways, or who you may lose. But there is a fabric that's torn, and yet we are equipped in our spiritual essence to heal because we understand eternal life. And unless we tap into that and make it more conscious, how else can it help us? So that's what Inner Lightly is about. That's what these conversations are about. That's what the spirit world coming in is about. To teach us, hey, I'm here that fast. Yep, I can salute Robert here. I'm saying hi. You don't need, it's not complicated.
Yeah.
And living in that, if our kids could go to school knowing the power of self-love and expressing who they are was important, and would respect each other's freedom to do that in any way, shape, or form, any way, who they are. Imagine that. Imagine that energy traveling through hallways. To me, and kindness. If somebody drops something, help them pick it up. Pick it up. Stop. Take, maybe bring kindness into school tomorrow. One act of kindness could shift so much. Pay it forward. And if you guys are listening, or you're going to listen to this in the archives, take that kindness every day. Do one kind act in school.
Yeah.
Or choose to smile at someone who may be keeping their head down and almost afraid to look at you, because that goes on in those hallways.
Yep.
Smile.
Smile.
And say excuse me when you bump someone.
Yeah.
That's something that I am in awe of. Even some of the young who bump
into
an adult, and you're in like something like downtown at the festivals.
Yeah.
I'm in awe.
Yeah.
That lack of respect, it saddens me.
I say it every time, even if it's not my fault.
Yeah. So do I.
You know what?
So do I. I just feel like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Usually it gets a kindness come back, but
I'm thinking things like they could, a simple smile, bring an extra pencil or pen into school, and give it to someone that needs it.
Yeah.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. What's it going to hurt you? Stand up for them.
Yeah, and
it's going to make
and
you
I
a
would
better
say to
person.
someone who might be afraid.
Yeah.
To either be proactive, maybe look at the person that was bullied and give them a little pat on the back and say it's okay.
Right.
if you see it.
If you can't stick up for them right when it's happening, at least give them some.
Right.
Instead of just standing by and watching.
Or just look at them and say it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And let them see that they do have people on their side. I mean,
or if you see someone uncomfortable, nowhere to sit at lunchtime. That's the worst time for kids. Nowhere to sit at lunch.
And I think sometimes
Bring
they
them
don't
in
even
at your
mean to
table.
be. Maybe they're just trying to congregate.
They
in
may
their
not know
little
them. I
group.
might be a new student.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let them sit at your
Walk
table.
with your Yeah. Be
Why
kind.
not? Yeah.
Let's
be
show
kind.
some kindness in our hallways. We got a lot of communities, the Finger Lakes. Just pay it forward. Think of how you would feel. If nothing else, look at the person that may be sitting there alone or feeling sad, and if you smile at them, you can just maybe change the whole energy and give them a little more confidence to walk in, and just be kind. Be kind.
Yeah.
You don't, and if you want something like that said about you, it's the anger is where it is. But if the bullies listen, and the bullies would understand that underneath their anger is their sadness, and they need to get to that place. And take a deep breath, and meditation helps that. In the silent center would help that. The silent circle, or the let go, let in. You got to let go first, then let in. You want to get the low frequency out and let the high frequency in. What shout outs do we have?
Well, this weekend we actually have the Second Chance Dog Rescue. It's their 3rd annual volleyball tournament, and that is at Clam Man's Party House on Route 20 in Seneca Falls this Saturday at 11 o'clock on. They are still looking for some volleyball teams. There's going to be various vendors. I will be there doing henna and actual tarot readings. So come on out and support the Second Chance Dog Rescue. That's this Saturday in Seneca Falls. And also, I want to give a shout out. Friday night I'm doing a private henna party. Happy birthday, Reagan. So just wanted to put that out there.
Happy birthday, Reagan.
Yeah. And and anytime anybody has a fundraiser or an event that you'd like to give us the information, we will gladly support our community and anything that you have going on. So let us know. You can contact Beth or I, Christine Legat at yahoo.com.
Yep.
And Beth Lynch at inneru444.com. And what else do we have? Inner
Probably
Light. Your Inner Light teachings.
Or Innerlately at Gmail.
Innerlately
probably
at
the easiest
Gmail.
way I would say.
Yeah.
Or Facebook.
Facebook. Find us on Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook. We're on Facebook.
We have an
Everybody's on
Innerlately
Facebook.
group. I have a Mendy and Meditation group.
Are you going to be starting any classes up?
Well, I'm actually thinking on starting another meditation class, but like for my friends, I'm actually having the cleansing bonfire where we're all going to write any things that have been bothering us on a piece of paper and burn it in the fire, and then set new goals for us on another piece of paper. And I'm thinking on doing something like that at NRU.
Okay.
Maybe not so much with the burning, we won't
No
light
fire
the
in
place
the
on
middle
fire,
of the way,
but
the
maybe
room.
meditate or concentrate on that. Maybe put them all in a box and then discard them afterwards. But yeah, more like a cleansing meditation.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that date very much.
Yes.
And NRU, we do have monthly events, meditation every third Wednesday for families. It's $15 total, whether there's 2 of you or 20 of you. Bring the relatives. Bring your pillow, your blanket. Come in your jammy pants. It doesn't matter. Bring the energy home with you if you have it in your pillow or blanket. But it's just a nice time to meditate. Bring in, meditation is simple. Intention, it's guided. I do all the work, and you just allow. And also Sanctuary, which is a free evening of meditation and hands-on healing with certified inner light practitioners. And you are welcome to that every 4th Tuesday. And what else do we want to talk about? Just going to the meditation corner and getting us off to a good beginning, a good school year. Let's just take a deep breath and send some positive light out to that right now. Deep breath in. Just go in, counting to 6 and exhaling to 8. Go right into the longer breath right now. And as you breathe, connecting to the breath and the light deep within your heart, place your right hand on your heart, the center of your chest. And you allow your awareness to be in the heart in this light. And you breathe it up behind your eyes, a ray of light. You allow it to illuminate this beautiful space. See, feel, or just know this is happening. We allow this light to illuminate out before us, flowing in to our children and their hearts, flowing in to the teachers and those who are there for our children, guiding them. May this light fill the hallways, surround our schools, all over our country and our world. May they be filled with divine light, love, and kindness. Deep breath in. Remember to pay it forward with a smile and an act of kindness throughout the school day, weeks, months, and years. Thank you very much.